Hello and welcome to the 23rd episode of Soft Signal. My name is Kunal Gaonkar, your host for today, and we have met here for an epic encounter between the North and the South. This match is going to be a match between Maxwell versus the Punjab Kings. If you remember, they both took a dig at each other on Twitter. So that was a Twitter battle, but the battle is going to be an on-field battle between the Punjab Kings and the Royal Challengers Bangalore. To discuss this match with us, we have our two fantastic panelists. From RCB, we have Sreeraj Menon, and from Punjab Kings, we have Prasad Dhuri. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. So let's begin with our first round. That is, रिश्ते में तो हम तुम्हारे बाप लगते हैं. So let's begin with RCB, the table topper and second. Come on, RCB, tell us. Why do you think RCB is BAP for this encounter?
Yeah, Kunal. So when we compare last 5 matches against Punjab Kings, actually we have an upper hand because we have won 3 matches in that. So when we compare the whole, all head-to-head matches, Punjab Kings has an upper hand because they have won 14 and we have won only 12. But our current form matters. We all know that Punjab Kings are struggling and RCB is on a winning streak. We have won, the team is very good. We are just winning each and every matches. The only loss we faced was against Chennai, but it's okay. We are in a very good form. The batsmen and the bowlers, they are contributing equally. In the last matches, we saw that Sreeraj, he defended 14 runs in an over. So that was fantastic. And AB de Villiers took the responsibility when our top order collapsed. So he took the responsibility and he scored big for our team. So I think, yes, RCB is a balanced team and I think that's why we are BAP from Punjab.
Okay, so they will be carrying on their confidence from the Delhi. That last ball match, you will be very high on confidence. So let's go to Punjab now. Prasad, why do you think your team is BAP for this?
Taking into consideration recent form, Punjab has beaten RCB twice last season, and and we also have the upper hand against them. That is 14-12. We had a good game against MI, but last game was a poor performance. I think our batting needs to step up. Our bowling lineup looks settled, but I think the batsmen in the power play we should try to dominate the power play. Also, Chris Jordan coming in he's a clever customer and that sorts our death bowling. So the spin bowling, Ravi Bishnoi. Some of the RCB batsmen don't have a good record against spin bowling or an explosive game against spin bowling. So I think he will be critical tomorrow. And yeah, I see no reason why Punjab will win tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm sure Ravi Bishnoi will again tell us why, the Jonty Rhodes has been the coach with that stunning catch that he caught in the last encounter against KKR. So I think he will be high on confidence with the fielding as well as the bowling department. That was an excellent round, guys. Yeah. Okay, now moving on to the second round we have, that is Rahul. Naam to sunai hoga. So this time, let's go with Prasad now. So Prasad, who will be your Rahul Naam to sunai hoga player?
पहली बात, नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम में राहुल कभी चलेगा ही नहीं, तो मेरा राहुल इस बार आम आदमी है, मयंक अग्रवाल. He has been batting well. He has been getting starts, but he got a good score of 69 in this season. But I think if KL Rahul will start क्या मतलब KL Rahul अगर थोड़ा स्टार्ट देते, मतलब थोड़ा एक्सप्लोसिव स्टार्ट देते, तो I think it will be quite good for the team and also for the Mayank Agarwal. Like he has been going after the bowling right from the first ball. So in that he is getting out. So I think he will have a good game tomorrow, and let's see.
So Mayank Agarwal is going to be a Rahul Naam to sunai hoga player. Let's go with RCB now. Who is going to be a Rahul Naam to sunai hoga?
So Kunal, my Rahul will be Glenn Maxwell because he was a former Punjabians. So I think now he's in RCB, so that will be added advantage when you bat against Punjab. We will have a more advantage because how the players form and how the mindset of the captain Rahul. So I think it will be a great game. So tomorrow I think my Rahul, Glenn Maxwell will score big and will lead our team to victory.
Okay, so from RCB's point of view, I think it is going to be a Maxwell versus the Punjab Kings match. Maxwell will try to get a hold of his last team, Punjab, and he will tell them why that was a mistake of letting him go from the RCB camp. So that was a very funny round, guys. So we have come to the third round, and that is the bouncers. So this said, Sreeraj, I want to ask you, like, for the last couple of years, we have seen ABD being the savior for RCB. Okay, but last year, the first game when ABD was playing, what Rahul did, what Punjab Kings did, was introduce a leg spinner, as he is weak against the leg spinner, and he got out. In the second match, what RCB did was shielded ABD. They didn't let ABD bat against the spinner. Okay, but ABD got out to Shami. So will this be the strategy again for RCB, that let ABD not go against the leg spinners?
So Kunal, actually RCBians are familiar with this question because we have faced these questions last year, because why we didn't send ABD Villas in the 17th over of the last match against Punjab Kings when the leg spinner was bowling. So actually I think that was a strategy. When you know that the player is weak in leg spinner, then you will not send him to bat at that stage. As we remember in 2011 World Cup, what Dhuri did, he came up to bat when Muralidharan was bowling and he scored big and he led his team to the victory. So I think that will be a strategy, and that's the captain's call. If he's thought like that is his mindset. If ABD cannot score against leg spinners, then he will just dug out and he will just bring in down the line to score more. So I think yes, that will be a strategy when some leg spinners came. But I think that strategy is not yet required now, because we all know that ABD is in a good form and I think he has practiced well, so he can face the leg spinners this year. So I think the strategy will not be like he will go on playing the leg spinners and he will put up a good score on the board for RCB.
Okay, so this time ABD has performed well, and maybe he will perform in tomorrow's match as well against the Ravi Bishnoi or Murugan Ashwin. We don't know. Both might be playing today's match depending on the situation. So, Prasad, my question for you is, the KL Rahul, he has been very conservative with his approach. His strike rate is like not being the destructive kind of form. So was that a strategy, or he is not very confident with his middle order?
No, I completely agree with you that he has been very conservative. I think he should try to dominate the power play more. So because I think in this Kings 11 Punjab Kings batting lineup, there are lots of explosive players, but they are not getting a chance not getting the chance to make it big or like that. Because the start they are getting, they are almost going at a rate of 6 or 7 in the power play, and when the wicket falls, there will be more partnership building somewhere or the other. So I think KL Rahul should go after the bowling from ball 1. That should be his approach.
Okay, so you think KL Rahul should change his approach and start dominating the team, as Shahrukh and Deepak Huda are also in good form, so he should not worry about the collapsing middle order. So we'll see in today's match what is going to happen and how.
Play fearless cricket. I am talking about. Play fearless.
Yeah, play fearless, play bold.
Play bold.
Okay,
so
actually we
basically,
are playing bold, Actually, we are playing bold and we are fearless. We are not changed our name. We remain RCB from 2008 till. But in the if you need title, then you should perform well. Not like that. You should change your name from Punjab Kings 11 Punjab to Punjab Kings. That doesn't mean you are a king. Okay, so you need to focus on the practice more, not in changing your names.
Okay, पर नाम इतने सालों से नाम भी चेंज नहीं किया तो भी ट्रॉफी भी तो आई नहीं है ना.
अच्छा, ट्रॉफी आई क्यों नहीं पता है क्या?
हम दोनों एक ही नाव में सवार है.
तो एक ही नाव में सवार है, बस इतना फर्क है कि हमने कभी कुछ बदला नहीं. आप लोग ने तो बहुत बदलाव लाया. आपको पता है कि हम लोग 3 बार फाइनलिस्ट हो चुके हैं. एंड दिस इज सेइंग if you can't afford it twice, then you are not worth of it. So we have in the final for 3 times, and so we are, we are capable of coming to finals every year. So this year we will be in the finals and we will win our trophy, and we will prove continuously by winning 2 to 3 times that we are worth of it. So Punjab just focus on
ये तुम लोग का हर साल का है, ये साला कप नाम दे बस, और कुछ नहीं. कप आता ही नहीं है, सिर्फ नाम के लिए होता है.
Our panelists here are playing bold, very much bold with each other. So let's stop this round before this gets very much kind. So that was a funny round, guys. I very much enjoyed it. So let's move on to our last segment, that is the Fantasy 11 segment. This time, let's go with Prasad. So Prasad, tell us what is your Fantasy 11 for today's match?
So yeah, Kunal, this is my Fantasy 11. I have Mayank Agarwal as my captain, as I'm expecting him to score big. Also, I'm keeping Devdutt Padikkal as a vice captain. He has been batting quite well, so I'm choosing him as a vice captain. Also, in the all rounders, I have someone like Deepak Hooda, who has been batting. Who has been also batting well, and rest are the bowlers. That's it.
Okay, so you have picked only one spinner, considering Deepak Hooda second spinner and 3 pace bowlers. So that was quite an interesting pick, I thought, because I thought maybe spinners might dominate this game a bit. So okay,
but there is something for the fast bowlers in Ahmedabad. There is something for the fast bowlers in Ahmedabad.
Okay, so you feel there's something for the fast bowlers in Ahmedabad. Okay, so let's go with Sreeraj. Sreeraj, tell us your Fantasy 11.
So Kunal, this will be my Fantasy 11 for the match. So I have ABD and KL at the top. Then I have Gale, Maxi, Mayank Agarwal and the youngster of RCB, Devdutt Padikkal. Then Deepak Hooda and Sundar. I think that Deepak Hooda is doing good with his bat and ball, so I picked him as my choice. So then I have fast bowlers like Harshad Patel, the most reliable bowler of RCB. Then Mohammad Sreeraj, who is in a good form for RCB. And Harshdeep Singh is my personal favorite for Punjab. He is bowling good, he has that capability of winning the team. So this will be my team for tomorrow.
Okay, so both our panelists think that Mayank Agarwal is going to score big runs, because one has kept him a captain and the other one has kept him a vice captain. Also, no Ravi Bishnoi. So I think this RCB panelist is very confident that ABD is going to take on the Ravi Bishnoi in today's match. So that was a very stable team, and we hope the best team wins. So guys, we have reached the end of this episode. If you like what we do, please like that button, share with your cricket fans, and also comment down below what are your top picks for today's match. Also follow us on Instagram. The link is in the description. So cheers guys. Have a safe day.